Do you sense a need to set your body and mind up to be able to work in unison for the day ahead? While we rest and sleep during the night, the body and mind soften into a state which allows it to process, digest and reset. When we wake up, our minds are already searching for certainty and looking at the day ahead to predict how the body will need to respond to the day's potential demands. But that's just the thing, we don't actually know how events and scenarios are going to unfold. To combat this fear state, because really that's what's happening here, the mind is setting the body up for potential threats. It is working from a state of fear. And to help interrupt this thought process and really give the body what it needs to help support your mind throughout the day, movement combined with a focus on the breath can be one of the many effective solutions. Welcome yogis and friends who love to move to your morning flow to set your mind and body up for a day of acceptance and peace. If you're finding value in this video already, please share the love and hit the like button. Share this with a friend or leave me a comment describing your tried and tested rituals for the morning. Give yourself permission to twist and move with mindful and purposeful intention. Activate the muscles, focus on the breath, and balance the energy within the body. Let's meet on the mat. We'll begin with a pranayama called Bhastrika, so almost like bellows of the breath. We inhale and exhale with moderate force through the nostrils. As we inhale, one technique that we can use to kind of gauge if we're expanding the belly on the inhale and releasing it on the exhale is bring the fingertips to meet at the belly. And as we inhale, we expand the belly and the fingertips separate. And as we exhale, the belly will contract, which will bring the fingertips back to meet. Let's begin. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Just continue this breathing pattern, following the cadence of your own breath. Equal inhale length to equal exhale length, and I'll tell you when it's time to release. Breathing in, breathing out, forceful through the nostrils. Three more full rounds. Breathe in completely. Breathe out fully. And just hold the breath at the base, just for 30 seconds. Notice the heartbeat's movement. Maybe you can slow that down. And recognize any energy pulsating through the body. Take a deep inhale in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. Take the breath to the top and retain for 15 seconds. The body's alkalizing, calibrating. Release the breath in 3, 2, 1. Just allow the breath to return to its natural rhythm and try not to alter it in any way. We'll just remain in this space for a moment, recognizing what comes up here, how the body moves, any slight adjustments that are being made, both internally and externally, and how the mind is responding as well. Bow the head. Gently flutter the eyelids open. As you inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Rotate the torso to the right and bring the fingertips of the right hand behind and just grasp hold of the right knee with the left hand as you inhale and lift up through the spine, creating space. Exhale, navel draws to spine as you rotate and deepen a little further into the twist. Just really sense the breath as it enters through the body, moving through the twist, opening up through the collarbone. And that exhale draws the navel to spine, and maybe you're able to deepen into the twist. Breathing in now, unravel from the twist, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, rotate the torso to the left, fingertips meet the mat behind, and just grasp hold of the left knee with the right hand, inhaling, lifting up and out of the low spine, through the crown. Exhale, notice as the shoulder blades melt down the back, really opening up through the collarbones. The navel draws toward the spine as the exhale is guided by that gentle pelvic contraction. Really expand the spine on the inhale. And experience the exhale softening and allowing the body to move deeper into the twist. Inhale, unwind from the twist. Cross the legs. You can roll over the knees and just come to find a very brief tabletop position. Tuck the toes, they're about hips width apart. Inhale, send the breath to the tail, rise to Ardha Mukha Svanasana. We'll just breathe here, just for a moment or two. Press into the fingertips to really support the wrists. Find that grip. Fingertips are spread wide. Internally rotate the elbows toward each other, noticing as the collar opens and draws the chest toward the thighs. Engage the core. Bend the knees. Send the feet toward the earth. Breathing in now, we send the breath to the tail and witness as it lifts up and back, creating more space for the back line of the body, maybe drawing the chest closer toward the thighs. And that guided exhale is soft and soothing. Breathe in, gazes to the top of the mat. Step the feet between the hands. Allow the head and neck to hang as you come into Uttanasana. Inhale, hands to shins, find a flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, folding forward, back to Uttanasana. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead, rise, Urdhva Hastasana, thumbs point back, shoulder blades melt down the back. Gently engage the core. Exhale, hands come to heart center, Samastiti. Inhale, lower the hands. Sweep the arms overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward, come to Uttanasana. Thighs meet the chest. Breathing in, hands to shins, inflate the back, nice long spine from the tail through to the crown. So maybe we're reaching through the collarbones as well. Exhale, frame the feet, step back into plank, whole body activation. Take an inhale. As you exhale, lower down, knees, chest, chin, or hug the elbows to the side body. Lower halfway, come to Chaturanga. Come to the tops of the feet. As you inhale, push through the palms, upward facing dog. Thighs are away from the mat. Shoulder blades melt down the back. Exhale, tuck the toes. Send the tail to the sky. Downward facing dog. Inhale. Bring the right leg to the sky, three-legged down dog. Exhale, knee to the chest. Step the foot between the hands. Build your foundation so the back heel is over the toes. Breathing in, reach forward. Rise into crescent lunge. Thumbs point back, shoulder blades melt down the back, nice and strong in that back leg. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, strength and stability as the navel draws toward the spine. Exhale, frame the front foot, step back into plank, whole body activation, elbows to the side body. As you exhale, Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, rise, upward facing dog, really finding and creating that energy. Exhale, tuck the toes, send the tail to the sky. Inhale, left foot to the sky, three-legged down dog. Exhale, bring the knee to the chest, step the foot between the hands, sweep the arms forward as you breathe in, rise into crescent. Nice and strong, engage the core. Inhale, lengthen, reach up through the crown. Exhale, navel draws to spine. One more breath. Exhale, frame the front foot. Step back into plank. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, push through the palms, upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck the toes. Send the tail to the sky, downward facing dog. Take a moment here in our downward facing dog. Just really experience the fullness of the breath as it rises from the seat into the collarbone. Pay attention to the exhale. It's guided in its release. Gaze is to the top of the mat now. Walk the feet between the hands. Inflate the back on the inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, folding forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, hands sweep overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to heart center, Samastiti. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead, Urdhva Hastasana, slight bend in the upper back. Exhale now, bend into the knees, feet are about hips width apart, just make sure the knees don't track over the toes. So we're really breathing into the seat. Get low in the seat, engage the core, shoulder blades melt down the back. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center, rotate the torso to the right and just hook that left elbow on the outside of the right knee as we come into our revolved chair. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, creating space. So we're lifting the belly away from the thigh. Press into the palms and you'll notice as the collarbones open up, creating more space. Exhale is guided by the gentle pelvic contraction, navel draws to spine. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deepen. One more full breath. Breathe in, unwind from the twist. Sweep the arms overhead, extend the knees. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Lower the hands. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, bend into the knees, send the tail back. Come into our Utkatasana chair pose. Shoulder blades melt down the back. Engage the core as you exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Rotate the torso to the left. Hook the right elbow on the outside of the left knee. Press into the palms, opening and lifting the belly away from the thighs. Collarbones are nice and wide. Inhale, lift. Exhale, maybe we deepen a little further into the twist. Moving through our twists, we're really balancing our energy centers. Breathe in, unravel from the twist, extend the knees, sweep the arms overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Breathe out, hinge at the hips, fold forward, come into Uttanasana. Maybe it's a generous bend in the knees here as we allow the chest to rest on the thighs, head and neck hangs. Maybe we grasp hold of either elbow. Really Really send the breath back to the seat and experience the breath as it rises along the spine and opens through the collarbone. The exhale is guided and supportive. Bend into the knees. Bring the seat to the mat. Extend the legs out long. Breathing into our Paschimottanasana now. So as we inhale, we lift up through the crown. And as we exhale, really maintain the integrity of the spine, particularly the low spine. Hinge at the hips, fold forward and just come to your edge. So your edge might be here, and that is perfectly fine. You have a slightly tighter back line in the body. But as we exhale, we deepen and we soften a little further into the fold, lifting up and out of the low back on the inhale, maintaining the integrity of the spine on the exhale as we deepen into the fold. Send the gaze to the shins or the knees, just so that we can invite the back of the neck to open. Once you have the low back supported, so we fold into the forward fold just a little bit further. Maybe you allow the body to soften just around the shoulder blades and allow the head and neck to hang. So we're maintaining the integrity of the low spine, softening and surrendering through the upper spine. Inhale. Lift and rise, come back to center. Bring the soles of the feet to the edges of the mat. Inhale, find length through the spine. Lower the knees to the right. Spin the torso around to the right and bring that left hand to the back of the mat. Inhale, lift up through the crown as you press into the palms. Create space through the body. And you'll notice as you exhale and bend into the elbows, there'll be a nice opening through the left hip flexor. Maybe that's a nice release for the low spine for you as well. Breathing in, lengthen. Breathing out, maybe soften and bend into the elbows a little deeper. Inhale, press into the palms. Unravel from the twist, come back to center. Exhale, lower the knees to the left. Rotate the torso to the left. Bring the right hand around to meet the left on the back of the mat. Press into the palms, lift up through the spine, creating that space. Exhale, bend into the elbows, and really feel that opening through the right hip flexor. Maybe a gentle release in the lumbar spine for you as well. Press into the palms, unwind from the twist, come back to center, extend the legs out long, bring the feet to the edges of the mat, lower the torso, arms come to rest beside the body, palms facing up. Allow the feet to fall to the edges of the mat. As you inhale, really witness the fullness of the breath as it fills the belly, fills the chest, fills the heart space. And the exhale is slow and meditative and releasing as you gently tuck the shoulder blades underneath the chest. We draw the chin away from the chest, encouraging the natural curve of the spine. Release any tension in the jaw. And let go of any furrow in the brow. And allow any remaining muscles in the face to release any tension. And do one final scan throughout the body. Witnessing and attending to any remaining pockets of tension. As you come into Shavasana, give them permission to settle in. Give them permission to surrender. Bring your awareness back to your breath. The subtle inhale and exhale can be likened to the natural rhythm of the ocean's tide. Begin to find movement in your fingers and your toes. Sway the head and neck from side to side. And when you're ready, roll to your most comfortable side. And just observe. Press into your free hand as you rise to a comfortable seat. Eyes can remain closed. Just keeping our attention and our awareness on the intention of our practice. To bring the mind and body into unison, to prepare it to support us throughout the day. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up, and just draw in the energy of your practice. And bring that energy in the palms of your hands as you bring them to meet. Exhale, draw that energy to your heart center. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you for joining me on the mat today. Thank yourself for coming to the mat. I hope that you can take with you from this practice a more prepared mind and body to support you throughout the day. Keep making magic in this world from your space at your own pace. Namaste.